Hi everybody, Sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyasibuke ama-reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sikhuluma ngawo lama shows. Siyaphinda ke sikhulume nama-celebrities kanye nama-YouTubers ethu ala eMzansi. Today, you guys, I'm going to do the full review of Ofuze. We are in episode 11, you guys. We are like 2 episodes away from the end of the season because the last episode will be episode 13. I have enjoyed the show so far, you guys. I'm just not sure if they do need to do season 2, because I honestly feel like we've seen all that we can see with this family, and it's still a pleasure, to actually watch them. So I really would love for the producers to leave it that way, because obviously when they do more seasons, then it starts being dramatic for no reason, you guys. But I really love this family. I have enjoyed this season. I don't want to lie. So in this episode, the first scene was Ntombi and Nunomnom, her daughter. They like helping each other cook, and they start talking about our preparations for a graduation. V. Apparently, Ovi was studying. She graduated, but apparently everybody was busy, so they were not able to get together basically to do something. So no was just asking her mom what was going to happen with that, and they decided that they're going to try and do something with the family. And she was suggesting that they have a lawyer theme, because apparently she was studying something that had to do with law, and the sports theme, because she works in sports, you guys. So yeah, there was just a casual conversation between the two of them. I think their daughter is so lovely. Ngiyamthanda njena, you guys, ngiyamthanda. And we all know that the family has been through a lot, meaning family kaNtombi. And even Naye, Unomnom has been through a lot, losing 2 siblings and being left behind with the parents that are mourning the other 2 siblings. I can imagine that for a child her age is challenging, you guys. But she seemed to be all healthy and a happy child, and I was happy to see that, you guys. So Ntombi called her mom to sort of talk to her about arrangements, and I think they decided on a lunch that they're just going to do a lunch with the family, just to do a celebration. But obviously the complaint is that Uvi is working most of the time, so she's not always available for meeting with the family. So they will have to come up with a date where she will not be working or not out of town. Okay. So and then the next thing, it was just the family, but not everybody. Was mom and dad and the brothers, because they wanted to go and spend some time together, you guys. And I thought that that was fun. I feel like umam Ngcobo nobaba Ngcobo don't spend time away from each other, because I did feel like that get together was meant to be the boys get together. It was supposed to be dad and the boys, but mom was there. So I feel like I don't know why, but it's like they don't allow each other to spend time away from each other. Remember, even when Ntombi was trying to invite her mom to the Naughty Girls night, and she said that she can't come if she won't be coming with her dad, with their dad. So I feel like ubaba Ngcobo nomama Ngcobo is like abafuna ukuhlukana, abafuna spend isikhathi away from each other. But I feel like sometimes, like that that day out, I really felt like it was the boys' day out, but she was there. Also, she wasn't really participating in the activities that they were doing. So they are in this park where they're supposed to run, go through the scenes. It's like what do you call it, Gonch? When you do a challenge and then nasi singisi singikhohlwa. But anyway, so they're supposed to compete with each other, but it's like a fitness thing, and we all know the family is very fit. Most of them are very fit, especially I think the people that are more into it gym is the people that are more into gym is Ubab Ngobo and Unkos Night and I think Novi, but this was only the brothers. So they do the whole court, but Mam Ngobo, from the beginning, she's like, you know what? Ubam Ngobo cannot participate that much because she is afraid that he might hurt his finger, and if he hurts his finger, he won't be able to uh, work because obviously he plays the guitar, so he needs his fingers, so he can't risk it and play this whole thing, and then at the end, akasakwazi ukusebenza, and then he will be climbing there and she'll be like, no, you will hurt your legs. I honestly feel like it wasn't a good idea for her to be there anyway. But see, it was just also a display nje of umjolo kababa Ngcobo nomama Ngcobo in a way, because even the science did say that's how mom and dad are like, and it's like umama Ngcobo has a say in everything that umama Ngcobo has to do, and also I feel like he listens to his wife, because when his wife was like, listen, you're going to hurt your finger, you would think that another man maybe might say, I know, unehaba, you're exaggerating, I'm not going to hurt my finger, let me just participate in this cause, But, when she said that, he was like, yeah, I mean, she's right, I might hurt my finger, and she moved aside, you guys. Later on, I think because the producers really wanted to get that sit down between him and his sons without the wife. I don't know how they got rid of Umam Ngobo, but they did manage to get that sit down with just them. From the beginning of the season, the concern has been that Ujabu is not really interested in not showing interest in getting married, at least not anytime soon. He has said it himself that he doesn't think that it's something that is going to happen soon. He's not interested in that way in terms of getting married, okay? So they start having that conversation. So Jabu's stand on this is, you know what, I don't feel like I have enough patience to build what you and mom have in terms of like marriage, and I feel like I'm not patient. I mean, I run out of patience very easily, and unkosinathi uthi yena he thinks his brother should wait because he feels like a lot of the times people change in relationships, and if you spend a lot of time getting to know them, then even if they were pretending to be a certain way, eventually you're going to see the truth of who they are. So it's not a bad idea when somebody waits longer to get married. Whereas the father is like, listen, you've waited long enough. How long have you been waiting? It's not like right now you are not in a relationship, you are in a relationship. And I felt like he is basically saying, whoever you have right now, just get married to them, because you've been saying this for a long time. You're basically not going to do it. He feels like he's old enough now. He should have been married a long time ago. He doesn't understand why he's not married. And he says, so if uzobuka amaphutha on a person, you're never going to get married to anybody, because everybody is going to have amaphutha. So since the brothers were agreeing that Bona, they feel like there's nothing wrong with waiting when it comes to marriage, which I agree with. If you have any doubts in terms of whether you're ready or not to get married, then you shouldn't get married. But the father is just feeling like, listen, you've come up with too many excuses now, just get married, okay? And so I feel like, for me, I feel like they're right. If you feel like you're not ready, just wait, okay? And so their father is like, okay, fine. If you guys are saying that you're not ready to get married, you don't have the patience for marriage or for a serious relationship, then abstain from sexual activities then, because then that means that you're not ready. You can't have that, but say you don't want to get married, which of course the brothers laughed at, because honestly they're not going to do that. Anyway, you guys, I feel like concern is that Ujab is going to keep on having children out of wedlock, and they do not want that in the family. And he does have a daughter, Upunki, already. I believe that that's the only daughter that he has, but they are concerned that he might have another child out of wedlock, and they don't want to do that. So they don't want him to do that. So they just want him to get married, so that whatever, if he has another child, it's guaranteed ukuthi isemshadweni. Okay. So the next thing, you guys, is we got to see another grand child, which is Ntando. Ntando is the daughter Nkosinathi. I believe that she is the first granddaughter that uMamgcobo no Mamgcobo have. And so Ofuze wanted to talk to her about Ilokuzana, her plan for the future. Apparently, she was at varsity, dropped out, and they're not. I think they are not sure what is her plan, what is she doing, and it sounded like they're also not sure why she dropped out. So she's trying to get that, and also to get her to say, "Listen, you're young right now, but you need to start having a plan for your life. Do study, and." She says ukuthi she does not like to she doesn't like ukufunda, but she says she's doing a course online. Okay. Which I was like, but if you don't like ukufunda and you do, why would a course online be easier than just going to varsity and doing a course where you have like a little bit more support in terms of, like, there's other students, there's lecturers, there's the library here, there's a lot more. I feel like if you are somebody that struggles with ukufunda, then ukufunda online is going to be worse for you. Okay. So I think Ofuze was trying to say, listen, you're young, yes, and but you're not always going to be young. But so this is the time for you to make a plan, even if you say there's other things that you want to do with your life. And because she says that she wants to be a hustler, she wants to hustle. So she says you can hustle and still study, because I also did the things that I wanted to do while I was studying. I still worked and all of that, and I still studied. So you can still do that, but you need to have a plan right now. I feel like Ofuze is feeling like Ntando is being lazy, part of, because she did ask her, are you sure you're not just being lazy in terms of you not wanting to go to school? And yeah, you guys, I thought it was a great conversation. And I think that just because you come from a family like that, you still have to make a plan for your life, because I guess we would say they're not always going to be there to financially support you, and they do want to see her being independent as well and taking care of herself. So it was a great conversation to have with her aunt, you guys. So we also saw Nkosinathi at the studio, because you guys, he did say that he wanted to go solo with the music, because of course they are still not sure about coming back together to do music as Amaponi. So he was recording a song there, guys. I don't know much about music, so I can't even say if the music was good or not, but I felt like I was happy that finally he's doing something with it, so that he can stop this thing of sort of blaming his wife for things not working out for him in terms of his solo career. Then he can try it and see if it works. I'm not sure, you guys, if he is not too late, because Nkosinathi is in his 40s. Okay, for him to be starting a solo career at this point, I'm not sure about it. I really am not. I don't know how people are going to receive his music and all of that, but I'm hoping that at least he gets the satisfaction that he did it, because I feel like even his wife probably feels like he should just do it, so that finally he can stop blaming her for the things that did not work out in his life. Okay. And then, you guys, finally we did get the naughty night Kantombi, that they have been planning that naughty night, guys, since episode 1. I thought that by now it would have happened already. So they had a girls naughty night. It's Untombi, Uvi, I think was Pastor Sandra there, and then just the girls that I didn't know. You guys, I guess it's their friends, and it was more like nje, a talk about mostly sex, you guys, and it was a fun night. And they had a pole dance instructor there. I think she's their friend too, and it was just a fun night. Girls talking about sex and laughing a lot, and all that. I'm glad that Umam Ngcobo was not there, you guys. I don't know how comfortable they would have been talking about that with her there, because they did try in one episode to invite her to that girls' night nights, and yeah, you guys. So anyway, it was just a fun night. I don't think that there's anything um specific that I want to talk about there, but it was, you guys. I feel like honestly, as we move towards the end of the season, I'm not seeing them setting up for the next season, but maybe the next two episodes will kind of tell us if they have that plan, because when they move towards the end of one season, they will sort of begin some sort of a storyline that will lead you to think, because maybe there's definitely a season two. So I don't know about this family, but I would support a decision not to do any further seasons, because I feel like we saw this season, it was nice, but it's just enough, just leave it as it is and not do more. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. And Ntando kakhulu.